All right, guys, the day we've been waiting on is shoot off day. We have a dozen pistols out here we've been testing. We're shooting 5 what I call Walmart cheapo ammos. Uh, we've got the best of which ones these like of those 5 ammos. Winchester, the Federal 550 bulk pack in 36 grain. Winchester 333s in 36. Norma Tac 22 and 40. American Eagle in 40. And the CCI Target in 40. I'm going to start with the Woodsman, and it, like the Winchester 333, is the best, so we'll start with it. Top left target. We'll move on to the Smith 41. And I think it, like the Federal bulk pack, the best. So we'll see how it does. We go top right target. And again, it's really, really windy out here. And I'm blind. And I shake. So by no means is this a true representation of how these guns shoot. It's just me playing a little bit. So we'll see how they do. All right. We'll move on to the Ruger 2245. I know that it liked the CCI targets really, really well. So we'll see how it does on the center target. Okay. On to the Ruger Mark II. And it liked, let's see, Bad Eyes. The Mark II, it liked the Federals the best. Oh, American Eagle. It liked American Eagle the best. So we'll see how it does on the bottom left target. I'll let the target steady a little bit. The wind's moving it. now we'll move on to the Ruger Mark III. And I know it hit like the Federal, so we'll try hit on the bottom right target with the Federal. Then we'll have to get a new target because we're out of room on this one. Mark III. All right, we'll set up another target and be back with the next row of pistols. All right, next up is the Mark II Tac Solutions, the Bills, and hit like the Federal 550s. We'll start it out on the top left. And that wind is not doing us any favors. All right, did pretty daggone good. Be hard to beat that one. We'll move on to the Sig Sauer 1911-22, also a Bills, and it like the Winchester 333. So we'll put it on the top right target. Did I mention I like 1911s? Because I do. This will be the top right target. All right. We'll move on to the High Standard HD. I think it liked the American Eagles real well, so we'll try the American Eagles in it. I was wrong. It likes the CCI target. Sorry, old eyes. Old eyes. Alrighty. We will move on to another High Standard, the old Duramatic. Well, if I get my fingers to work. And the old Duramatic like the Federal 550s. And we'll shoot him at the bottom left. Shoot at 20 yards with the cheap Walmart ammo that they like the best out of the 5. All right, we move on. We've got 3 more left. On to the Smith & Wesson Victory. And I think it liked the CCI targets really well. So. It liked to shoot like this a while ago. I'm gonna give it a minute. That wind is whipping up something awful. Matter of fact, I'm actually going to reshoot that one because the target was moving so much. So we're going to start over. That one shot a little low because the target was leaning forward on me. So now that it's calmed down, we'll shoot 3 at the bottom right. Okay. All right, we got 2 more on the table and we'll be finished. We'll start with the Browning Buck Mark long, hit like the American Eagles. So top right, let's see what it'll do. Actually, I'm going to shoot bottom left with these because the wind seems to be a little less violent on the bottom end of the target. So let's see what it does. Okay, we'll move on to the short buck mark. And it likes the CCI targets. All right. We'll have to get the targets together and see which one of these done the best, guys. We'll see you once we do the analysis. All right, guys, we come back and got the old caliper out. Results is as follows. The Ruger Mark II Tactical Solutions, 0.23 inch. It takes first place. The Colt Woodsman's Match Target, 0.32. It takes second place. the Ruger 2245 and the Smith & Wesson 22A1 tie for third place at 0.36. The Browning Buckmark 6-inch, 0.51. Ruger Mark II, 0.56. Ruger Mark III, 0.84. Smith & Wesson Model 41, 0.93. The High Standard Duromatic, 1.08. Browning Buckmark 4-inch, 1.26. The Sig Sauer 1911, 1.46. And the High Standard Military HD comes in last at 1.62. All in all, very good groups for every one of these, given the conditions of high wind and shaky hands and poor vision. So there's your results of the shoot-off. We may try this again later, guys, with some better ammo. This is just 5 off-the-shelf Walmart available ammos, and here's your results. Thanks for joining us, guys. Like and subscribe.